Hi everyone, this is Natalie reporting from Swim RVA Studios. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm going to show you a yoga sequence that you can do from the comfort of your very own home using just a yoga mat and any props that you might have around, maybe a couple of books or a blanket. If you don't have blocks at home, maybe a towel if you don't have a yoga strap. So gather anything you might need and then we'll get started. For today's mat yoga session, you'll need just a few things. A yoga mat, some blocks maybe, and a blanket if that seems appropriate for you. You might also want to bring in a towel that you can use in lieu of a strap, or maybe a belt if you have one at home. I won't cue for you to use a strap or a belt, but if it's something that you like to have, I suggest gathering all of your items. So once you have everything in your space, let's go ahead and reach underneath your seat. I'm sitting on 2 blocks to help my seat get elevated. Go ahead and reach underneath and just pull anything extra out of there. You know what I'm talking about. So you can feel your sit bones grounding down nice and firmly. Roll your shoulders back, sit up nice and tall. Maybe let your head come forward just slightly, and maybe close your eyes if that feels safe for you. Imagine the crown of your head being pulled up by a puppet string. And then begin to breathe in and out through your nose. Let's begin with a cleansing breath. Inhaling through the nose. Open the mouth, big sigh. 2 more times. 1 more time. Allow your breath to come to a natural breathing rhythm. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. As you inhale, feel your belly inflate. Exhale, feel your navel draw in towards your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, sweep them down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together in your upper back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale those hands up. Exhale, drop the right hand down to the floor and sweep the left hand up and across. Inhale through center, exhale to the other side. So we'll flow just like this. Inhaling up through center, exhaling to the other side. Inhale up, exhale to the other side. Lengthening out the sides of the body, trying to keep both of your sit bones grounded firmly into whatever you're sitting on. 1 more time. And then if you're sitting on something, go ahead and remove your props, place them off to the side, and come to a cross-legged position. Let's try to keep the ankles from stacking, but instead one in front of the other. Sit up nice and tall, and we'll go back to our flow that we were just in, just briefly. Inhaling open, exhaling to bend. And then next time you exhale and bend, bring your heart down towards the floor, rolling the chest down. Sweep that hand through center, over to the other side. Inhale, open, up. Exhale, heart turns down, hand sweeps through center. Inhale, open. Exhale, sweep it through. I like to call this one the matrix. Exhale, sweep it through. Inhale, open the heart. Couple more times. And then coming back through center, roll the shoulders back, sit up nice and tall. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Sweep the left fingers up the side of your body and all the way up to the ceiling, and then lean your body forward and across. Pull with your right hand and rotate your heart open, looking up towards the ceiling. Breathing in and out through your nose, keeping both sit bones firmly planted on the mat. 1 more big breath here. Inhale back up and switch sides. So now your left hand is going to come to your right knee, and your right fingers are going to sweep up the side of your body all the way up towards the ceiling, and then lean your body forward and across. Open your heart up towards the sky and keep breathing. Long, deep, even breaths. keeping both sit bones firmly grounded and really pulling with your left hand. One more big breath here. Inhale it back up, sitting up nice and tall. And then we'll roll, plant the hands and roll over the knees, coming to a tabletop shape. So in your tabletop shape, you want to make sure to have your fingers spread really wide and active, almost like tarantula legs, so that you're really gripping the mat. And then place your hands underneath of your shoulders, stack your knees directly over your hips, and then inhale, drop your belly down towards the floor, creating a curve in your spine like I just placed a ton of bricks on your back. Looking forward for your cow shape. Exhale, pull your belly up and in, push into your hands and expand your upper back. Tuck your chin like you could look at your own belly button. Inhale, look forward, drop the belly. Exhale, pull the belly up and in, press with your hands and tuck your chin. Couple more times. Inhaling forward. Exhale, pull everything into center. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming back to a neutral tabletop shape, and inhale, sweep your left hand up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, thread that arm underneath, bringing your left shoulder down to the floor, and then sweeping your right hand behind you if you want, or keeping it grounded, maybe turning your forehead to face the mat. And still breathing in and out through your nose, long, deep, even breaths. Inhaling through the nose, filling the belly. Exhaling through the nose, pulling the navel into the spine. One more big breath here. Exhale, belly pulls in. Inhale, pressing into the right hand, sweeping the left hand up. Bring the left hand back down and we'll switch sides. So this time the right hand is going to sweep up. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread the right hand below the body, placing the right shoulder onto the floor, keeping the left hand either grounded or bringing it behind you, either way. And then maybe turn your forehead down to the floor and keep breathing in and out through your nose, long, deep, even breaths. Inhale, filling the belly. Exhale, belly pulls into the spine. One more big breath here. And on your next exhale, pushing into the left hand. Inhale, sweeping the right hand back up. Placing the right hand back down. Tucking your toes. Lifting your hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Remember, keeping your fingers spread really wide on the mat and keeping a gentle bend in your knees so that your chest can come back towards your thighs. And then look up towards the ceiling underneath of your body. On your next inhale, let's grow tall on the toes and roll through the spine, coming forward to your plank shape. Exhale, push it back. Rolling vertebra by vertebra through the spine. Inhale, grow tall on the toes, pulling the belly in and rolling forward to your plank shape. Exhale, reversing the flow, rolling it back, heels come down last. One more time. Inhale, growing tall on the toes, rolling forward to your plank shape. Exhale, pushing it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, grow tall on the toes, roll forward to your plank shape. This time we're going to come down to the elbows. And then bring your hands into one big fist. So if you would like to modify this, you can just bring your knees down. And you can keep your toes untucked, but that might hurt your back. So I would recommend keeping your toes tucked so you're nice and active. So our first practice here will be to exhale, lift and lower the knees. So from wherever you started, we're going to exhale, lift the knees, inhale, lower, 10 times. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Trying to keep the hips level with the shoulders and breathing in and out through your nose. Couple more times. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Placing the knees down, bringing the toes to touch, walking the hands back, to your child's pose. Bringing the forehead down to the mat if that feels comfortable for you. Not here for long though. Inhaling back up to your tabletop shape, bringing the elbows back down. And then we're going to roll onto one side of the body here. So you can keep one knee grounded, and I actually recommend that rather than having both knees up, but if you're really feeling it, you can lift both knees up and crisscross the ankles. But for now, I'm going to keep one knee down. So your elbow is directly below your shoulder, and your hand is spread nice and wide. Inhale the left hand up. Exhale, thread it underneath. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. You can play with the placement of the knee. So the further away from the shoulder, the harder it gets. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. One more time. And once you're back up to your inhale, bring both hands down. We're going to roll onto the other side of the body. So we've got the left elbow is now planted right below the left shoulder. I have my left knee grounded on the floor. And I'm going to lift up. My right foot is nice and long and flat on the mat. My left hand is grounded to support my body. Inhale, sweep the right hand up. Exhale, thread it under. 10 times. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Playing with the placement of the knee, if that feels appropriate for you. So maybe you want to move the knee closer to make it easier. Maybe you want to move the knee really far away. Maybe you want to lift that knee entirely. But wherever you are, you're still breathing in and out through your nose. Long, deep, even breaths. And then next time you exhale that hand down, let's bring both elbows down. Bring the toes to touch, knees come down to the floor, and walk the hands forward for a quick child's pose. Not here for long though. Inhale, walking the hands back to underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, grow tall on the toes, roll forward, look between your hands, step your right foot up and then your left foot up, coming into a forward fold. Keep a nice bend in your knees and lay your chest over your thighs. Let your arms dangle and your head dangle. Maybe nod the head yes, shake the head no. And then bring your hands to your shins. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep your hands all the way up. Coming to stand all the way up, reach those hands up. And then bring your hands to your sides. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me on the mat. And we'll do a few sun salutations. So feet are hips width apart. Lift your toes and spread them nice and wide. Place them back down. Find a little bend in your knees and then roll your shoulders back, stand up nice and tall. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, gentle bend in your knees, diving forward like you're moving through honey. Bring your hands to your shins and inhale, rise up halfway. Lengthen the back of your neck so you're looking straight down to the floor. Exhale, fold it forward, bend your knees. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way back up. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, rising halfway. Exhale, folding again, bending the knees. Inhale, sweeping the hands all the way back up. One more time. Exhale, diving it forward. Inhale, rising up halfway. Exhale, folding again, bending the knees. Inhale, sweeping the hands all the way back up. This time, we'll add a few things. So inhale here, exhale, diving it forward. Inhale, sweeping up halfway. Exhale, folding again, bending your knees, planting your hands outside of your feet. Step your right foot back, bring your right knee down and untuck your right toes. Inhale, sweep your hands up. For Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So actively pushing down through the right foot rather than collapsing. We want to have active positioning here. Our thighs are energetically scissoring in towards one another. Belly pulls in, shoulders roll back. Inhale, hands hands are up. Bring your hands to the top of your head here. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist towards the front leg. So if your left foot is down on the mat, we're twisting towards the left leg as we exhale. Inhale, open, exhale, twist, left leg. Inhale, open, exhale, twist. Inhale, open, exhale, twist. 2 more times. Keep pushing down into that front foot. Coming back through center, sweeping the hands up. Exhale the hands to the floor. This is a great opportunity to bring in some blocks if you need them. All right? And then we're going to push the hips backward in space, lengthening the front leg, and then bring the toes back towards the face, folding over that front leg. Use your blocks if you need them, no big deal. Keep breathing, long, deep, even breaths. And then we'll flow here. So maybe find your blocks in a medium place. Inhale, bend into the front knee, sweep the hands up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, folding forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale up. Exhale, fold it in. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold it in. Bend into that front knee. Place the blocks off to the side. Bring your hands to frame the front foot. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. Hands are flat. Step the front foot back to meet the back foot. Bring your knees down to the mat. Keep your toes tucked. And then send your chest forward in front of your hands. Elbows scrape the sides of the body, lower chest and chin, leaving the hips elevated. And then inhale, pull your tailbone in, rolling down onto the belly. Untuck your toes, squeeze your elbows back towards one another. Look straight down to the floor. Keep breathing, long, deep, even breaths. Tuck your toes, roll over the knees, push into the hands, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, grow tall on the toes. Exhale, step the right foot up. Inhale, bring the left knee down, untuck the left toes. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Long, deep, even breaths here in your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Belly pulling in. Right foot is really grounding and pushing down into the floor. Inner thighs are scissoring in towards one another. Big breath here. Place the hands on the top of your head. Exhale, twist towards the right leg. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. 5 times. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. One more time. Next time you come through center, bring the blocks in a little bit closer, and then pushing the hips back, lengthening that front leg, bringing the toes back towards the face, folding over the leg, tucking the chin, lengthening the back of your neck, and then we'll flow. Inhale, bend into the front knee, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold it forward. A few more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold it forward. One more time. Inhale, sweep those hands up. Exhale, fold it forward. Bend into the front knee. Place the blocks off to the side. Plant your hands. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Step your front foot back to meet your back foot. Bend the knees. Bring them down to the floor. Toes still tucked. Send that chest forward over the hands. Elbows scrape the sides of the body. Lower chest and chin. Tuck your tailbone. Slither the belly onto the floor. Tops of the feet press down. Elbows squeeze in. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Tuck your toes, press into your hands, roll over your knees, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, grow tall on the toes, look forward between your hands. You can tiptoe, you can hop, you can step up to the front of the mat, into your forward fold. Exhale, fold it forward, bend your knees, inhale, sweep your hands all the way back up. Bring your hands to your heart. And then step your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Bend into your knees and sink it down as low as you can go. So if you need a bunch of props, use them. It's no big deal, okay? Whatever you need to do to find your malasana, your yoga squat. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Maybe your elbows are inside of your knees and your belly's pulling in and you're breathing in and out through your nose. Long, deep, even breaths. Bringing your hands down behind your seat and removing any props you have, coming all the way down onto the floor. And then lengthen your legs nice and long in front of you and flex your feet back towards your face. This is a time when a towel or a belt might come in handy to pull on the feet, but it's optional. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, dive it forward over the legs. Pulling the belly in, tucking the chin, and looking the face straight down towards the floor in between your knees. If you want to grab onto your feet, you can do that, or your ankles, or your calves, wherever feels good for your body. If you're super flexible and you need more, you can place something on the outside of your feet and pull with that. But otherwise, we're trying not to struggle too much. Just keep breathing, long, deep, even breaths in and out through your nose. Inhale, walk the hands back. We'll take a reclining twist. So, coming all the way onto your back. Okay, so coming all the way onto your back, let's cross the left ankle over the right knee. And then we'll bring the arms out to a T shape with the palms facing down. And then drop your legs to the right so that your left foot, where my toes are wiggling, your left foot is going to come flat onto the floor. And then maybe you bring your right hand to that ankle just to keep it in place and turn your face away. And we're just breathing. Long, deep, even breaths. In and out through your nose. One more big breath here. Bringing the knees back up through center. Switch the crossing of the legs. So now your right foot is going to cross over your left thigh. You're going to bring your legs to the left so that your right foot, where my toes are wiggling, your right foot is going to come flat onto the floor. And maybe you use your left hand to grab that ankle and hold it in place. And then turn your face away from your legs. Maybe let your eyes close and just breathe in and out through your nose. Long, deep, even breaths. Really allowing the body to settle down. Moving towards a more restful state of mind. On your next inhale, bringing your knees back up through center and allowing your legs to stretch all the way down, long on the mat. Let your feet fall away from one another and let your hands come to rest on the floor with your palms facing up. Allow your eyes to close, preparing yourself for Shavasana. And while you're in this restful state with your eyes closed, I'll invite you to consider one of yoga's founding pieces of philosophy, a yama and a niyama. So basically the do's and don'ts of yoga. This is one of the do's, okay? This is one of the things that we need to do in order to find a peaceful state of mind. And in Sanskrit, it's called Ishvara Pranidhana. But in English, this concept translates to surrender to a higher being. So this is something that you can really connect with right now in some really crazy times, but it's also something that can guide you through any time in your life. If we can just accept that there are things that we can't control and instead surrender all of this, all of our effort, all of our stress, all of our worries, just surrender to someone higher than us, someone greater than us, something bigger. That can be a God-like figure for you, if that's how you believe, or it can be something more universal, if that feels more appropriate for you. But it's the idea that there is something greater than all of us, something benevolent, and we can all feel connected and loved by surrendering to this higher being. So just letting your breathing settle and your mind to settle, letting your body come to rest. I hope this yoga sequence was relaxing for you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you on the mat in person soon. Take care.